So let me give you the skinny. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. These ones are mini.
Okay, well, let's get things started. I think possibly there was talk of maybe building a new field house for the boys. They won state championship last year in football, and I think, they've been changing in that old dirty field house. It could be nice to have a little weight room. Maybe it would bring in more fans.
You think a weight room would bring in more fans?
No, I mean if we keep winning championships and become more of a championship team, could be sort of like Friday Night Lights type of situation.
Could you clarify what exactly a field house is?
Well, I think it is a building near the field where there are lockers inside of it. Where you can put your pads and shoulder pads and knee pads.
And the coaches live in there.
No. No, it's a school, part of the school. There's workouts in there. You could use it for a gym class during the day.
And also maybe a place where like meals happen, or like a banquet hall where people come together and.
No, I'm picturing more of a weight room, all-purpose
Doctor's
sporting.
office? Weight room?
No.
Call it a
I'm
field
thinking
office.
WEIGHT. Not WHIT.
Well, I joined the school board to be more of a patron for the arts and a defender of the arts on campus. I think so much of the finances has gone to the football team, basketball.
Well,
team.
we sold all of the woodwinds to buy cookies, 45-pound weights, and more cookies for the boys.
You didn't need backup 45-pound weights, and now the woodwind section has to make noise on their hands.
It just
They blow
seems
through
like
their hands.
because you are both the chairman and a weightlifter yourself, we're giving too much credence.
So you're saying because I'm a high donator and I'm yoked, I have a bias towards wanting more cookies?
It
I think
does
it all
seem
seems
that way.
Yeah, we all sort of recognize that when we come in here, most of the talk is going to be about giving
Right.
kids and
Okay,
yourself more
well-
of an opportunity
okay,
to
You
well,
use a
get
lot
I'm
of
gonna
back.
take a
slang
back
terms
seat.
for weights.
I'm going to sip on this whey, and I'm going to take a back seat right now.
Okay, great.
For my comfort, could you at least put a little water in the way? Just liquefy it a little with another ingredient.
You're
Come on,
coughing
just-
every sip you take.
Just let me chow down on this bowl of whey. Dry whey. Okay? I don't
Yuck.
tell you how to eat your grains.
I don't really eat grains in front of you. Once I came in here with a banana, and you did tell me how to eat it. You told me to put it in a smoothie with some whey.
Well, why don't we move on? Obviously,
Yeah,
we have
the field house
plenty
is
of
an
money
option,
to
but it's not.
spend. It's an option,
There's
but
there's
We have
I'm
huge
interested
windfall.
in the arts.
Okay. Well, I'm just thinking, an opera club might be interesting, or some sort of, because that helps so many things. The musicians, the huge singers.
Seems like a pretty random pitch.
Huge
An opera
singers.
club.
Yeah.
So you're looking for the barrel-chested singers.
And now, does this have anything to do with the fact that you are what I would call a barrel-chested singer?
I would not. I just wish when I was in high school that they would have encouraged me a little more to do something like opera instead of. I didn't have very many options, and so I just had to sing the national anthem at all the games.
I can
Right.
tell you've never learned how to stay on key. I can.
Yes, I would have loved the training. So maybe an opera club. We could do some funning, big costumes, learning different languages. It encourages so many different things we teach at school.
That's
Okay.
interesting. That's interesting. The performing arts has always been a way to expand the young kids' minds, and I
Okay.
do appreciate that.
Well, as you know, I mean, like, I think it could be an issue when the opera club goes to perform because I sold I sold the stage. I ripped it apart and sold the wood to the lumber company and the nails to the nearby steel mill.
You've got to stop selling off the school for pennies on the dollar. You've got to stop.
But I used that money, of course, to buy a rig where you can do pull-ups. A big, long rig.
Pull-ups can be done on a pipe.
Yeah.
All you need is one pipe.
No,
It
you
could be a
need the
door
rig.
jam. It could be the upper part of a door.
But the
You
rig
don't-
you can also use to do flies. You can do flies. You can do bench press.
That is versatile.
You can do muscle ups. You can do toes to bar.
Look, I mean, the actors can't even put on makeup for the theater plays anymore because you took all the mirrors for the weight room. And now the weight room is mirror ceilings, mirror walls.
Listen, you have to look at your form when you're working out.
Well, I think this is all very interesting, but I think we're leaving something out.
Okay.
The sciences. Have you been in our labs lately? The fire barely starts. The eye wash machine is piping hot.
It is. More students.
Oh, it works, but it's
more
just
students
hot.
have been hurt by the eye washing station.
I
than
think,
I-
I think it needs a little bit of care in
It's
the
just a
science
simple
department.
plumbing problem.
Well, it's
we could
plugged into the
probably
wrong
fix.
part of the wall because we couldn't afford 2 holes. We
Oh,
could only afford
right.
one
I
hole.
sold
and they
that
put-
one hole.
You sold the cold water hole to
Yes.
SeaWorld.
I did, and I bought some bands to restrict doing
Those little
curls.
bands.
Little bands.
Okay, well,
I agree, though. I think the sciences have been neglected in this school. I think we
Because-
should invest in some new computer labs, some new
I've got an
science
idea.
labs.
I love that idea.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
What if we got the Bunsen burners? And what if we bought Bunsen burners, okay?
Well, we have Bunsen burners, yes?
Okay, well, what if we bought more of them? And stay with me, but instead of them being Bunsen burners, they're Nordic tracks.
I knew you were going away from Bunsen burners.
You did? Yes.
You
I knew
knew?
it.
You saw
I
it
knew
coming.
I saw it coming. I thought that you had
Please
sold...
don't say from a mile away.
From a mile away.
Oh,
I thought
no.
you had sold our existing Bunsen burners, but you haven't even bought them yet.
Well, no, we have Bunsen
Oh,
burners, right?
crap.
Oh, crap.
I don't understand
Oh,
why,
crap.
How Nordic track.
This
It's such a
meeting-
specific old reference. I don't
Aren't
think
those
anyone's touched a
discontinued?
Nordic track in at least
want-
a decade.
Well,
maybe
my
more.
knees are shot. And I
You want
need-
all the athletes at our school to have their own at-home workout gym
Yes,
that is based on
Cross-country skiing.
absolutely.
Look, I mean, we already acquiesced to you and let them use football helmets for beakers.
Which the measurements are completely inaccurate.
They're impossible
It's
and
impossible.
inaccurate.
They
Also,
work.
there's vent holes in all of these helmets, so the liquids
They
leak out.
work.
Multiple children with mercury poisoning.
Footballs do not work as tongs.
No.
They work. They fucking
It just
work.
feels like we're not caring for the kids and their
Okay.
education and the programs. We want this to turn into a magnet school, a place that people are talking about for good reason.
Right.
I'd like to bring something up, and I don't want to accuse anybody in here, but I think as the school board, we do have to talk about members of the school board weightlifting the larger students.
I am in agreement.
Oh,
Not just
okay,
students,
you're
also other
right.
board
Who's
members.
doing this?
He's curling us both.
Sorry, just need to get a little pump in.
Okay, I think the cat's out of the bag. It's you, and you're doing it as a show in the middle of campus, and it's distracting the students.
Okay.
And it's also humiliating some of the students. You say, all right, who's the biggest kid here? Who thinks I can't lift this kid?
Listen, I need an unstable weight. It helps build the muscle.
You need them to be wiggling.
Yes, I need it to be wiggling around. It makes for a stronger, tighter muscle build.
Well,
Okay.
I would like for you to not do it during school hours. It's distracting for my son and daughters.
Okay, I won't.
Oh,
lift
I
your
didn't
son
even
in.
realize you were a parent. I thought you were a benefactor like the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm a benefactor because my children go here, but I was beforehand, you know.
Interesting. Interesting.
You
Well,
trust
what
me
do you-
less because
I
my
trust you a
my
little
children
bit
go here?
less.
Yes,
You're a
this
little
is-
personal motivation.
If
here.
you have children, you're a little biased.
No school's decision should be made by people who care about the children.
Yes, you're biased.
Well,
I am unbiased, and I take offense at anyone who says I have a bias coming
You are
into here.
biased, and I'm sick of it.
I am unbiased.
okay, listen, all biased.
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 Biased
Unbiased.
aside. Biased aside. I think we can all agree that there's one thing that this school does not have that it needs more of.
Okay, what's
and
your
that
thing?
is buses. We've only got
That's
two
true.
buses.
There's two buses
There's two
serving
buses
the
for
greater Hamilton area.
3,421 children.
That's right.
I think we can all agree that some of these funds should be misdirected.
I'll
Misdirect. So
Not
we agree,
redirect.
We agree they don't belong there, but we'll misdirect.
And I agree that we should fake out the community
Yes.
on what we're selling it on.
Yes, we
How
should
about
tell them we
this?
get.
I sold most of the buses to get little tiny bikinis.
What do you mean, how about this? Of course we don't like that.
What if instead of buying more buses, I let the students borrow the little show bikinis that you wear when you're showing your muscles, and they walk to school in those?
I think we also need to talk about first period that you've proposed. Tanning up. Tanning up is not a skill needed at this school.
We have to tan up first thing in the morning, okay? We have to tan up.
Look, I am sick of.
Shut up, Baez.
What
You're biased. You are biased, and I'm not
We
going to
found
listen
your
to another
bias.
word of
Yeah.
it. However, the news has come to school worried about what all these kids are doing, why they're performing this look.
we have a bunch
They
of
must tan up.
we have a bunch of muscular, tight, little thonged kids who arrive late because the buses aren't on time. And by the way, the suggestion of making the bus drivers treat it more like a relay race did not work. It became more dangerous.
Also, most of the papers are impossible to be graded in it up to third period because of what's coming off of the kids' hands.
The papers are covered in tanning oil.
There's a little bit of a tanning issue.
Yes.
The machines are haphazardous.
That's right. We all remember what happened to the nurse. She got tanned in the eyes.
Yes, she was blind. She has tan eyes now.
Her eyes are the color of a weightlifter's skin.
Every time she looks out, everybody looks like they've been to Daytona Beach for a week.
She says it's the worst waking nightmare she's ever had.
To be fair, now Ben Stein follows her around all day with his little eye drops.
But Clear Eyes is awesome. I will agree. Clear Eyes is awesome.
We will
interesting
all
you say-
agree that Clear Eyes is
Clear
awesome.
Eyes is awesome. It does not fix brown tanned eyes, though.
It doesn't.
It
That's
works
the
Brown,
one.
tan eyes. Can't use
Clear Eyes doesn't work.
All right, let's say this. Let's compromise right
Okay.
here.
Finally.
You get your thong bikinis,
Okay.
but we take some of the cookies from the weight room and the tanning beds, and we use them to at least pay for one more bus and a bus driver.
Listen, we've got to get the kids to school.
We have to get the kids to school.
Okay. What if I need more cookies?
I don't think you will.
Yes,
I think
you've
we
never
have plenty.
used the number of cookies we have.
What if we run out of cookies?
They're
You'll
not
never-
for you. They're for the students.
And
What
a
if they run
reminder,
out
a
of
cookie
cookies?
is a 45-pound weight
45
that goes
pound
on a
weight, yes.
barbell.
And
Yes,
I hate to be the one to say it, but you've placed last in every weightlifting and every bodybuilding competition of the past 7 years.
Yeah, methinks thou doth not know how to weight lift.
Okay. Well, I'm obviously out yoked in my category.
You're not out yoked. The reviews have come in uneven muscles,
You've been reviewed.
bad pose,
Invisible doubts,
Invisible doubts.
Big limp.
big limp.
and too much work in the face while posing.
Okay.
Big limp and too much work in the face were the real notes, I think.
Did they
They
say
didn't
anything
love-
about my eyebrows?
Too huge.
Too huge. Well, I guess I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself.
Way, hey.
No,
Hey,
this,
that's
you're
what
not
I'm
going to
doing.
use this trick
No.
again.
You can't. We're not going to just pass more money for your bodybuilding career every time you threaten to kill yourself. It is emotionally cruel.
Listen, I'll shoot myself in the shoulder. I'll get a shoulder rebuild, It will help me with my press and my muscle up. But say I've cured. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
You'd like to shoot
Nothing
yourself?
about the way you look makes sense.
Oh, really?
Why are you even the booster of a high school?
I have 72-inch wide shoulders and a 14-inch waist.
I can't believe you're losing.
Yeah.
And that's around. That's circumference.
Of your
that's
shoulders
it.
as well?
So it's 7 inches wide.
And you're being generous with that 7, I would say.
I look like one of the Incredibles.
You look honestly like a street shark. Does anybody remember street sharks?
Yes.
You look exactly like the street shark, including the roller skates you're going around on.
Okay. I am a street shark. I'm a street shark. You got me.
I knew it. I knew there was an imposter in our ranks.
I've been moonlighting as a donor, but I'm a street shark.
See, the one who accused me of Baiz had the most Baiz the whole time.
It turns out I'm Baized. I am the one who's Baized.
Well, I have not told my entire truth either. I, in fact, am biased. That's right.
Wow.
You took off your
You're Joan Baez?
That's
Joan
right.
Baez.
I am Joan Baez, and my opinion about science.
Wait.
That's
who's-
why every week you were suggesting that we pave Paradise and add a parking lot to the
Exactly.
Oh, that's who you are.
Yes.
Are you Baized?
I am Baezed.
How? Come on.
I just am. Nothing interesting.
In what way are you biased?
We
Well,
will wait.
you all know.
He's Baized because he has children.
I have
I'm
children.
Baized because I'm a street shark. He's Baized because he's She's Baized because she's Joan Baez.
Thank you.
Well, I'm very cheap, and I can be buyed with ease.
Oh, it's easy to buy you. You're Baiz.
Pave Paradise, put up a parking lot.
That's Joan.
Nip, tap, tap.
Doop, tap, tap.
I'm the only one who should be here, I think.
I agree.
Yes, you run it from now on.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, that's the skinny on the minute. That's all that I know. You gotta hit the road, but first, pour me a cup of that Joe.
Hey, this is Josh. I'm the producer for the Teachers Lounge. The guys would like to thank Casey Trela for making the amazing theme song for the show. You can check out more of his music at tuftmusic.com. That's TUFT music.com. They also have a bunch of awesome merch available at podswag.com. And if you like the show, make sure to rate and review it on Apple Podcasts. Or you can tweet at the guys at Big Grande Tweets. Thanks for listening.